Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I sketch and paint a cafe using ink and watercolor. So the subject that I'm going to be sketching today, and I hope you will sketch it with me, I found on the internet. I found this place very cozy, and I'm planning to make it a simple sketch, but you can choose another photo for sketching, and please select the photo of the cafe that you want to sketch, and make sure that photo has good lighting, compositions, and the details you want to capture. So today I'll be using next sketching materials. It's paper for watercolor painting. It's Van Gogh Sketchers Pocket Box, and I'll also be using a synthetic French watercolor brush and water resist pens. I choose micron pens, and also I'll be using a white pen for highlights. So begin your sketch by lightly drawing the basic shapes and outlines of the cafe elements, and pay attention to the proportions and angles. Start with the large objects like the building, and then add details like windows, doors, and like this. So as you progress, work on adding more details to your sketch. Pay attention to the textures, shadows, and architectural features of the cafe. Take your time to capture the essence of the sense. So, cafes often have interesting perspectives with tables, chairs, and people. Pay attention to the perspective lines and vanishing points to make your sketch look realistic. So, once you have the basic outlines and details in photo in place, start shading to add depth and dimension to your sketch. Observe the lighting in the photo and replicate it in your sketch. So add any final details such as people or decorative elements in the scene, and pay attention to smaller details that can make your sketch come alive. And this video is going to be in real time, not sped up sketching or painting, so you can watch every stroke, every step. So right now we painting the first layer, and at this time don't think too much, just put down some strokes, and remember not to use too much water on your brush. On this kind of painting we are trying to do a loose sketching, and we try to follow the reference. So right now I'm putting wet paint onto a wet surface, so that paint will spread out into the wet areas, and you need to be quite fast with this stage because that wet surface will dry. So it doesn't have to be perfect, just try to get the shape similarly to what you see in the reference. So I'm trying to distribute each of the colors and not concentrate one colors to only one area. It makes it look more natural, and now you can see it sort of start to take shape, but it's still a very rough sketch. And remember that we are not trying to copy the subject, we just trying to capture the essence of the subject. So as the sketch evolves, notice how I simplify complex details, focusing on what truly defines this cafe's character. I love cover sketches because they capture not just a place but a feeling. It's about preserving moments and emotions in the single frame. So after the first layer is done and the first layer is dried, we can use a waterproof pen, and I'm going to be using the Sakura Micron, but you can use any pen that you want, that you like. Just remember to use a waterproof, water-resist pen. So I'm starting here by drawing the window, and I can kind of see where the lines should be, and it's a very loose sketch, I should say, but I'm not drawing like really fast. I'm not as fast sketcher. I'm gonna be honest, I'm quite slow, and I like to take my time, so I find it really relaxing, and I'm not trying to get everything perfect. So when drawing, I don't think about what it is like, what is this thing, what is it? Is it window? Is it a door? Is it a roof? I just see the shape on the reference. I just see what shape it is. It is a circle, it is a rectangle, and I just see what the lines are, how many lines there are. I just see loose shapes and lines which way they are slanting, and I am and I'm comparing them to each other. In this step, I'm using a pen for adding details. And as for me, details in a sketch are essential for several important reasons. And the first of all, details contribute to the accuracy and rhythm of a sketch. They help convey the specific characteristic, proportions, and nuance of the subject matter, ensuring that viewers can recognize and connect it with it. And of course, details can tell a story within the sketch. They provide context, depict actions, and reveal the environment, allowing viewers to interpret it and engage with the narrative or scene presented in the artwork. And of course, the details contribute to the overall aesthetics of the sketch. They enhance the visual interest and complexity of the artwork, making it more visually appealing and intriguing to the viewer. In sketches of environments like cafes, details provide a sense of place. They allow viewers to immerse themselves in the scenes, feel the atmosphere, and connect with the location on a personal level. And of course, details very important in your personal style. An artist's unique style often emerges through the way they handle details, the level of intricacy, choice of which details to emphasize, and the use of specific techniques all contribute to the artist's distinctive voice and style. In sketches of recognizable subjects, details are crucial for achieving an likeness. They help viewers identify the subject and appreciate the skill of the artist in capturing those characteristics. So, detail work demonstrates an artist's technical skills and control over their chosen medium, whether it's the precision of fine line in ink, the subtlety of watercolor washes, or the intricate brushwork in the painting. And remember that viewers often spend more time with sketches that are rich in details. The more details there are to explore, the longer viewers may linger, deepening their connection with the artwork. And of course, for sketches with a specific purpose, such as architectural design, details are critical for communicating ideas, functionality, and information accurately. So paying attention to details can be challenging, but it's also an opportunity for artistic growth. Artists can develop their observational skills and techniques by practicing the rendering of intricate elements. So, details provide context for the subject matter. They help viewers understand the relationship between different elements in the sketch, making it easier to interpret and appreciate. So, in summary, details in a sketch serve as a bridge between the artist's vision and the viewer's understanding. They enhance the visual, emotional, and storytelling aspects of the artwork, creating a more immersive and engaging experience for those who interact with it. But remember that practice is key to improving your sketching skills. Don't get discouraged if your first attempt doesn't turn out exactly as you hoped. Keep practicing, and over time You'll become more proficient at capturing the essence of cafes and other scenes through your sketches. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the sketching process as much as I did.